Good morning, children of God. There is no need to talk, to say things that is not right. If really you want to be like Prophet TB or greater than Prophet TB Joshua, you must not allow the spirit of confusion, but try to be convinced. For you to be whom God says you are, or to assume the throne or the seat of glory, of power, of anointing God has desired for you, or God has called you for, you must be convinced. Number one, you must have undying faith. Two, you must not allow yourself to be confused. You must remain focused. If you are not focused, you will lose the target. I want you to know there is a difference between God's calling. That is, when God calls people, there are differences between those that were called. I want you to know that God can call you, but you never find favor in the sight of God. Yes, His anointing is with you, but what that matters is that favor, is that grace, the grace upon the man's life, the grace. If you have a higher grace, your anointing and your calling will be in a speed move. When you have no grace, or your grace is not sufficient, you might not be in a speed move like a man that has abundance of grace. So grace is very, very important in calling. I want you to know this. The favor, how you communicate with God determines how your relationship with God will be like. Like as I told you, I said Prophet TB is a man that is always focused. he always makes sure that he's in the presence of God. He seek God. He make up time to seek God. There are people that come to seek God, they climb mountain, but they are carried away by event. The prophet TB Joshua is not carried away because he's a man that remains focused. Yes, you might climb the mountain, something else might come up, because it was on top of the mountain that Satan went to tempt Jesus. When you are on the mountain, you are on the target. The enemy, the Satan, will surely come to tempt you. That's why you must not lose your focus. You must set your eyes on that goal, on the target, on the target, on the target, which is God. When God come in contact with Moses, Moses was unable to speak. Moses could not say a word because he's a stammerer. But I love one thing. Moses said to the Lord, I am not good in speaking. Listen to this question. The Lord said, who made man? Who made the mouth? Who made the womb? Who made the deaf, the lame, the blind? And God replied to Moses and said, is it not me? Amen. In verse 12, this is happening in the book of Exodus chapter 4. Verse 12 of it, God says to Moses, I will be with your mouth. I will be with your mouth. You are called. Yes, God was with the mouth of Moses. Which part of your body that God is with? Is God with you? God says, I will be with your mouth and I will teach you what to say. Is God teaching you what to say, or you are saying whatever that comes from your mind? Prophet TB Joshua never say what that comes from his mind. He takes instruction from the master. He knew he has a master, and the master always speak to him. That makes the difference. Will you be able to lie low and look forward and hope in God and watch God and allow God to speak to you? Do God speak to you? Have you heard about God? Have you heard from God? Has God ever speak to you? The problem is this. Many come up and say, God say this, and when God never say. Many come up, I am this, I am that, when God never say. That is the problem. When you begin to see a man that do it more than you, you begin to be jealous. You began to say, how will this be? God was with the mouth of that camel that stood before Saul. When God is with your mouth becomes the mouth of an oracle. That whatever you say comes to pass. When God speaks through you, it becomes a command.